Welcome back, everybody. Today is a special day in Greece. October 28th, 1940, the Italian ambassador to Greece left the party to deliver an ultimatum to the Greek dictator Metaxos, saying that they would have to allow Axis powers to occupy certain strategic places in Greece. The answer, simple, laconic, Spartan, no. Ahi. Today in Greece, we celebrate Ahi Day, the day of refusal. 2.5 hours later, after that ultimatum was given and refused, Axis powers launched an offensive campaign into Greece from the Albanian protectorate. This marked the beginning of 6 months of an intense defense of Greece by its military, by its population, and even though after 6 months Greece was forced to surrender, the people never stopped resisting. The occupation of the Axis powers of Greece was absolutely brutal, resulting in the razing and destruction of over 800 villages. Starvation, murder, rape, all common practices. Out of the 7 million people that lived in Greece, 300,000 died. And the invisible scars of the war lasted for generations. So today, on October 28th, 2024, we celebrate Ahi Day. We celebrate the refusal of tyranny. And I think that this day is a day that we should all celebrate. Not just Greeks, not just Greeks and Greeks, not just the Greek diaspora, but all those who are children of liberty, all those who say no to tyranny, all those who are born into and lust for freedom, say no. This is a day that we should all celebrate. This is a day where all of us are a little bit Greek. So raise the flag of Hellas if you are Greek, because this is a day to be proud. This is a day to be proud of the sacrifices of those that were made before you. This is a day to really embody that legendary spirit of the Greeks that inspire us, not just through the ancient stories, but specifically in this context, through the sacrifices and battles in World War II, and how the heroic defense of the country, the resistance of the country, inspired and emboldened leaders from all over the world to rise up against the Axis powers. When speaking of the great defense of Greece during World War II, Winston Churchill said that from henceforth, they will not say that Greeks fight like heroes, but that heroes fight like Greeks. Legendary stuff. So today, on this year's Ahi Day, sitting in Athens, kind of where it all happened, at this Naval History Museum. As an artilleryman, I appreciate for naval guns. Papa Nicholas right there. We salute you, Greece. We salute your refusal. We salute your stand against tyranny. And we hope that we're all inspired, especially these days, because that attitude is needed. The acts of heroism that occurred in Greece during that defense are just inspiring. When the Nazis came to Athens and went to raise their flag on the Acropolis, the last guard of the Greeks wrapped himself in the Greek flag and threw himself off the sacred rock. It's inspiring. It's inspiring. It's honor. On a bit of a deeper reflection, there's something about the simplicity of the answer no, especially in the face of insurmountable odds. Right, an enemy far larger than yourself. There's something so Greek, so quintessentially Greek about that level of stubbornness. I respect it. I don't know if it's because I, too, am a military man, but there's something to standing against all odds and just having your commander say, F you, to the enemy. It inspires you. I mean, famous quotes throughout history, do you want to live forever? We've not yet begun to fight. I can only answer this as a man, but there's something about just having a few words, right? An entire sentiment, an entire point boiled down to 1 or 2 words in response to a very serious, very consequential question that is just, it's inspiring. And especially when it comes to being in a defiant stance. It's Ahi Day, if anything, what we celebrate is the appreciation of defiance. And as an American, defiance is a quintessential trait that we inherit from our ancestors. I mean, America is built on defiance. And going all the way back to the Sons of Liberty. And at this point, I feel like defiance is such a deeply rooted part of Greek culture. I mean, when we think of course, in popular culture, 300, right? The Battle of Thermopylae. I mean, just honorable sacrifice. Honorable sacrifice in defiance is just belongs to the Greeks. I mean, it's written in the stone of history, right? Defiance is a Greek trait. So, yes, celebrate this Ohi Day and appreciate the impact of defiance and what it's had in history, not just in Greece, but throughout the world. And not just in Greek history, but in American history, Mexican history, Spanish history, Native American history. Anywhere in the world, at some point, acts of defiance have defined the spirit of people, have defined the spirit of a country. Because I think it's easy to sit back on philosophical, ideological precepts and principles and say this is what defines us. But I think it's in the action and in the spirit of saying, no, this is where we draw the line, that a country is really defined, that a people is really defined. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for stopping by, and happy Ohi Day, everyone.